I'm back. I'm back, better than ever. Got a lot of new things in my life. New job, new truck. Suburban kind of died, but let's get to it. A beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a ram just like you. And if I miss one payment, I'm screwed. So let's make the most of this beautiful truck. I won't miss a payment or else I'll be fucked. 'Cause it is mine, 'cause it is mine. And you are my neighbors. I went to go to work the other day. It was raining. It was windy and all that. And guess what wouldn't start? The daily, the bourbon, party bus. Well, what it was doing was when you let off the key, it would pop. Pop, 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 pop. So, you crank the key, let it sit, whatever. Eventually it would fire up. And when it does that, it's probably not starting because this is sensors on this are not hooked up. But when it does that, it can only mean one thing. Cap, rotor, jet ton of Bosch double platinums, and some spark plug wire covers over the they are good for 1800 degrees. All right, let's get started.
That's the intro.
So, what are you doing today on the burb?
So, cap and rotor. The old rotor looks like it's on the bottom of the Titanic. That's all fucking corrosion. I guess that's a common problem with these. And the cap, you want to see the inside of the cap? They're all burned to a crisp. They're white. That's not a good thing.
Because you drive this thing like
I drive
100.
this like a nun going to church, sir.
He does. He's a very responsible driver.
Very responsible.
I've never felt safer than when he's behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah, that's why I'm building hot rods, because I'm responsible on the street.
Yeah, because you can handle that kind of power.
Obviously. 10-to-1 compression. For those of you who don't know, compression ratio is how much, how much squeeze each cylinder has. And 10-to-1 is about the highest you can go before having to run alcohol instead of petrol or gasoline. And yeah, so it's pretty aggressive for a street engine.
That you're only going to be driving to church.
Yeah, church, a grocery store at night. Because I'm responsible. And get wires caught in the tool. So when you switch stuff like this, if you just try pulling on the wires, they will you might rip the ends off. So use your trusty snap-on wire grippers, and then you don't do that. This thing has a dead miss. I'm gonna be pissed.
It shouldn't.
Earl, I gotta fix my truck. But it's bowling night. Gotta fix my truck.
See, this guy's supposed to be holding the camera, but he decided he wanted to be lazy and just set it down.
That's kind of all I do. I don't care.
You gotta get a head-mounted GoPro.
Yeah. POV.
I'm not gonna make a comment to that because I can't think of anything appropriate. And this is a family show.
Everybody loves POV videos.
Who doesn't?
Can see exactly what you're working on.
Yeah, okay.
True.
It's really tool that unit.
What kind of asshole wire routed these wires?
Chevy.
Well, can't use that because I fumbled. What, me playing Shh, be quiet. You're putting screws in the strip.
You're gonna lose that screw. Wow. This guy's a real professional.
Skills, man. Well, what happened? Well, I'm pretty sure what happened is the torque converter or the pump blew up on the transmission. I was driving 70 down the highway for about an hour and it started to shake real bad. And it got worse. And it got worse. And it got worse. And even with less throttle, when you backed off a little bit, it got worse. And got worse. And got worse. And I looked behind me and saw a James Bond smoke screen across the whole highway. So, I figured that's ATF. And it was. A lot of it. A lot of ATF. It was as far back as I could see. It was pretty aggressive. And crawled underneath. It wasn't a line. Got it on a lift later on. It wasn't a line. Something inside was broken. And it was still shifting fine. Pretty sure it was a torque converter because it blew the bellow housing in half. I don't have pictures of it. I wasn't allowed to get footage where it was at. But it was cracked in half. And I've been down that road of doing a transmission in a driveway before. I'm not doing that again because I did it once with a Suburban, and the money, time, and effort I was going to put in with the resources I have available, I decided to get a new truck. So I got the most... I bought a toy. 400 brake horsepower, 450 foot-pounds torque, and all those things are wonderful when the pipeline gets taken over and fuel prices go all the way up to $4 or $5 a gallon. A gallon. Oh, yeah. So I was driving on that free fuel the dealership gave me for a while. Hell yeah. I got the Charger running with the help of Alex and Phil. Yeah, so tried to get it running off of the Mopar style ignition system for electronic ignition, and not my wheelhouse yet. So I decided to set points because I know points. What I don't know is how they're able to make money when they sell junk and say that they are points. It's called a points distributor. What happens is, and you've probably seen this all over, that touches that,
and then opens. It's like a light switch. Well, that should be springing back. And it's just hanging there in the breeze. The spring in the back of the pair of points broke. Got a new pair of points. And of course, they're shorter. I'm gonna break out the Dremel again. Great. I mean, they were junk. Flapping in the breeze, no tension on any of the springs. Junk. Horrible. But after getting all that, you put a little light to the wick, and so we got the motor running, and we tried to idle it down.
And turns out it doesn't have a low fucking idle.
It is at low idle with 2,000 RPM.
Here, I'll fire it up. Show them low idle.
Oh my god. Go ahead.
Low idle on a 318. What was that?
That screw finally getting adjusted. Oh my god. Well, let's do a walk around of the Warlock. A really big ass screen for a base model. It's got like the 2008 fold up bench seat. Decent sized rear. 6-foot bed. Big rumbly V8. Called the Warlock. Like, oh, it's a base model. But it's a nice base model. All shiny and new. Oh. Beautiful. That's gonna end it for this one, guys, and sorry about the way things happen. But fall's here and winter's right around the corner, so I should be able to get back to a regular schedule of popping videos out for you guys. And so until next time, catch y'all on flips.